So great to be here with everyone today to talk about Capacity Manager. Before we get started, how many of you have faced the frustration of running out of capacity during peak season just when customer demand is at its highest? Imagine having a solution at your fingertips that allows you to easily get the extra capacity that you need to maximize your sales opportunities. Today, I'm here to guide you through using the Capacity Manager so that you never miss out on an opportunity to boost your profits. My name is Karen, and I've been a Senior Technical Product Manager on the FBA Capacity Management team at Amazon for the past 2.5 years. My mission is to help sellers like you navigate the complexities of capacity planning with ease and confidence. Let's dive right in. Today, I want to cover 4 key topics with you. First, I'll provide an overview of capacity limits and why they're so crucial. Second, I will show you how to easily find your current capacity limits using the Capacity Monitor. And next, we'll explore the steps to request for additional capacity using the Capacity Manager whenever you have growth opportunities. And finally, I will share some tried and true strategies to help you stay prepared for the upcoming holiday season, making sure that your capacity requests are successful. Now, before we get into the specifics of capacity limits, let's take a moment to first understand what capacity management means for you as an Amazon seller. You're making daily decisions about how much inventory to send to and store with our fulfillment network, balancing your business needs with customer demand. You, collectively, drive over 60% of the inventory flowing through our network today, which means that your actions directly impact the speed and efficiency with which we can get products to customers. And on Amazon's side, we're continuously investing in our fulfillment network and enhancing our transportation capabilities. We do this to ensure we have enough transportation arcs to transship products across the network, enough mechanical capacity and labor to receive the products, and enough storage capacity to store the products. For this system to work seamlessly, from manufacturers around the world to customers in every US zip code with the speed of a 1 to 2 day delivery, we also need your help in managing capacity and inventory efficiently. And that's where capacity limits come in. They're designed to ensure that you have the access that you need to capacity while keeping our entire network running smoothly, minimizing receiving times, and delivering products faster to customers, which ultimately drives more sales for you. So how does capacity limit works? Here is how it works. Each month, you will receive a single month-long capacity limit per storage type. These limits determine how much inventory you can send to and store with Amazon. We announce limits for the upcoming periods in the 4th week of each month, and the limits will remain stable for the entire month. These limits will account for your current on-hand inventory, plus shipments on the way to our fulfillment centers. To help you plan ahead, we will also provide 2 additional months of estimated limits, giving you a total of 3 months of visibility. These estimates may go up if your sales and inventory performance exceed our forecasts, or they may go down if there is a higher demand for capacity than expected. Over the long run, improving your inventory performance index can help increase your capacity limits. However, if you need to unlock more capacity in the immediate term, you can use the Capacity Manager to request for more capacity, something that we'll explore in detail today. And lastly, we will measure your capacity limits and inventory usage by volume, which better represents the space your products actually occupy. Now, let's talk about how to easily find your capacity limits and understand your capacity usage. Your go-to tool for this is the Capacity Monitor. You can find the Capacity Monitor from 4 main pages: the FBA dashboard, the Inventory Performance dashboard, the Shipping Queue page, and the Send to Amazon workflow. Simply click on the Capacity Monitor widget at the bottom of the screen to expand and view detailed information. And within the Capacity Monitor, you can use the tabs at the top to select a storage type and view your limits for each storage type. The chart on the left displays your current capacity usage, including the maximum capacity available for you to create shipments, your current on-hand inventory, plus open shipments. You can also see your current capacity usage at a glance. The table on the right shows your current capacity limit, the confirmed limit for the upcoming month, and the estimated limits for the next 2 months. And you can also see a breakdown of your total capacity limit for each time period. This includes the base limit provided by Amazon, any capacity allocated for your multi-channel fulfillment business, if applicable, and any capacity granted through the Capacity Manager. If you need higher capacity, simply click on the Go to Capacity Manager link to request for more capacity. So, what exactly is the Capacity Manager? Capacity Manager is a powerful tool that gives you direct control over your capacity limits. While we set your initial limits based on what we know, you are the expert of your own business. This tool allows you to request for additional capacity whenever you see opportunities to expand and need additional space to grow. On the Capacity Manager page, you can submit a request for any future period where a confirmed or estimated limit has been announced, and note that you can't submit requests for the current period. And in the Your Request section of the Capacity Manager page, you can see a breakdown of any request that has been granted, as well as any request that's still pending, giving you full visibility into the status of your requests. Now, let's walk through how to submit a request once you have received your limits for the upcoming period. The form you see on the screen is what you would use to submit a request. You will need to specify the time period for the limit increase and the volume you want your limit to increase by. For sellers in the US, you can request up to 25% over your initial limit or 2,500 cubic feet, whichever is greater. Next, you will need to provide the maximum reservation fee. This is the highest amount you're willing to pay for the additional capacity. To help offset these fees, we've introduced performance credits. With performance credits, you earn 15 cents per dollar generated using the additional capacity that's granted to you. These performance credits are subtracted from the total reservation fee at the end of the period, and there's no upfront payment required to submit a request. And lastly, you can set an expiration date for your request. For example, if you only need the increased capacity if it is granted within the next 2 weeks, you can specify that time frame in your request. To help you offset reservation fees, we offer a couple of useful tools. Click the Download Reservation Fee History link on the Capacity Manager page to access a PDF showing you the levels of reservation fees that have been successful in the recent periods. This gives you a baseline for what you could use in your requests. For example, if the last clearing price for standard size storage type for September was $1.67 per cubic feet, you can submit with that or an amount higher than that to maximize your chances of approval. Another great resource is our calculator tool. an Excel sheet where you can input your capacity needs and sales forecasts to estimate how much you can earn in performance credits. Click the Download Calculator for Performance Credits link on the Capacity Manager form to access the calculator. In the calculator, choose the storage type for your request by using the drop-down list. Then, enter the base limit you currently have for the target period. Next, enter in the additional capacity that you're requesting for. And lastly, enter the total estimated sales during the request period if your increase is granted. Using these inputs, the calculator will estimate how much you can earn in performance credits. For example, using the data in the screenshot, it estimates you can earn $500 in performance credits or $1 per cubic feet. So, if your goal is to offset 100% of your reservation fees and not have to pay anything additional for the extra capacity, you can submit with $1 per cubic feet in your request. We've listened to your feedback about using Capacity Manager, and we've further improved the experience of the tool. I'm so excited to share that starting in October, you'll be able to submit requests using a new and enhanced user interface that's designed to save you time and better support your business needs. Our goal is to make this process as simple as possible for you. Whether you're a seasoned seller or need a little bit more guidance, Capacity Manager would now have customized workflows that can suit your level of experience. For experienced sellers, you can proceed directly to inputting your request parameters and submitting your requests, similar to the current experience today. If you're newer or need a little bit more guidance, you could opt in for a guided experience. Just answer a few questions and we'll streamline the entire process for you. If you're planning to go big with your existing products and need additional capacity, the guided workflow will make it easy to submit a request. Similar to the current experience, you will need to specify the storage type and time period for your request. Next, choose inventory increase as the reason for the limit increase. Then, simply provide us with your forecasted sales in units during the request period, and we'll calculate the additional volume that you need to store these units, and we'll also recommend a reservation fee for your request that ensures you can fully offset the reservation fees based on your projected sales. If you're planning to launch a new product this holiday season, the guided workflow can also help you with that. Similar to the previous workflow, you will need to specify the storage type and time period for the request. Next, choose new product as the reason for the limit increase. Let us know how much additional capacity you want to add in units, how many of these units you expect to sell during the request period, and the expected gross merchandise sales per unit. Using these inputs, we will recommend a reservation fee for your request that ensures you can offset 100% of your reservation fees based on your projected sales. Now, let's discuss how Amazon evaluates capacity requests. Our evaluation process is objective and straightforward, focusing only on your reservation fee and the available fulfillment center capacity through the program. Here is the breakdown of the process. First, we assess how much fulfillment center capacity is available for a given storage type and time period. This is an independent assessment conducted by the operations team. Next, we compile all the requests that we've received for a given time period and storage type, and we rank them based on reservation fee. This fee represents how much value you think you can generate using the additional capacity granted to you for your business and for customers. Next, we grant requests in descending order based on reservation fee until all of the available capacity has been allocated through the program. If your request isn't granted in the initial round, it will remain in pending status to be evaluated in future rounds. Sellers whose requests are granted will be committed to the same uniform reservation fee, which for most sellers will be lower than their maximum reservation fee. I often hear questions about how performance credits are calculated. Once your request period begins, you can start tracking your performance credits in the Capacity Manager page. And during the request period, you will earn performance credit every day from sales generated using the additional capacity. Essentially, you won't have to pay anything in reservation fee as long as your products sell through. And majority of our sellers can offset 100% of reservation fees through performance credits. The Capacity Manager page will be updated daily so you can stay on top of your performance credits. And we'll also show the calculations of performance credits clearly on the Capacity Manager page. The calculation method is designed to be completely transparent so you know what to expect and can adjust accordingly. Let's further illustrate how performance credits are calculated with an example. Suppose you have a base capacity limit of 1,000 cubic feet. You requested an additional 500 cubic feet, which is then granted. Your total capacity limit now increases to 1,500 cubic feet. If 1/3 of your capacity comes from this increase, then 1/3 of your revenue generated from the FBA sales for the same time period and surge type will count towards performance credits. For example, if you generate $105,000 in FBA sales, then 1/3 of that, which is $35,000, will be eligible for performance credits. At 15 cents per dollar of prorated sales, you would earn $5,250 in performance credits. So, if the total reservation fee for that period were less than that, you wouldn't need to pay anything in reservation fees. Now, let's talk about how to use Capacity Manager to meet holiday demand. Plan ahead for the holidays by requesting additional capacity to ensure that you have enough capacity limit to send and store your products this holiday season. Starting August 23rd, you will be able to see your limits for September, October, and November, and you can begin submitting requests for these periods. Suppose you submitted a request for additional capacity for October, which is then granted on September 17. You will have early access to this capacity 1 month before October begins. And during October 1st to 31st, you earn performance credits from sales generated using the additional capacity. And a quick reminder here that inventory must arrive in our fulfillment centers by October 19 to be prime batch ready for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. We highly recommend you plan ahead and send inventory early to avoid receiving delays. And on November 3rd, the performance credits that you earn during October will be subtracted from the total reservation fees, and you'll be charged with any remaining balance. So, what happens after you submit a request? All requests are reviewed within 72 hours. You can track the status of your requests in the Capacity Manager page, and you will also receive an email notification once your request is evaluated, as well as the outcome of the evaluation. If your request is evaluated but not granted, it is due to one of two reasons. One, all of the available capacity has been allocated through the program. Or two, your request did not rank high enough compared to the other submissions. If your request isn't granted, it remains in pending status and will be continued to evaluate it in future rounds until it reaches the expiration dates. To increase the likelihood of your request being granted, You can download a reservation fee history from Capacity Manager page to review the specifics for approved requests. By comparing the maximum reservation fee from your request against the historical reservation fee for granted requests, you can cancel your existing request as needed and resubmit with a new one with an adjusted reservation fee to maximize the chances of approval. And make the most of our early release feature. Once your request is granted, you can access this extra capacity 1 month before the request period, allowing you to send your shipments well ahead of time and have your inventory pre-positioned in our fulfillment centers during the request period. So, what happens if you don't need the capacity after it's granted because your confirmed limit ends up being higher? Don't worry, our auto cancellation feature has you covered. And here's how it works. If the auto cancellation feature is enabled and your confirmed capacity limit ends up being higher than the estimated limit that you were shown when you submitted the request, we'll automatically cancel up to 100% of your requests. You can find the auto cancellation feature on the Capacity Manager page. Plus, you can also manually cancel up to 100% of your requests up to 2 days before the new period begins on the Capacity Manager page. And don't forget about our lowest reservation fee guarantee. If other requests for the same time period and storage type are granted at a lower reservation fee on a later date, your already granted request will adjust downward to match the lower fee. By leveraging these features, you can plan your capacity with peace of mind, knowing that you're protected against overpaying for capacity and you're benefiting from the lowest reservation fee. So, place your request early and confidently and let Capacity Manager handle the rest. As we wrap up the session today, I want to leave you with this. Capacity planning doesn't have to be a guessing game. With the right tools and strategies, you can take control, make informed decisions, and ensure you're always ready to meet customer demand, especially during peak seasons. If you need additional capacity for this holiday season, plan ahead and submit your requests early as soon as the limits are announced. Maximize the chances of your request being approved by optimizing your requests. If your initial request is granted, use the reservation fee history and calculator tool to fine-tune your next request. And lastly, don't forget about our auto cancellation feature to ensure you don't pay for more capacity than you need. Use Capacity Manager to your full advantage, plan ahead, and let's make this holiday season your most successful one yet. We want to hear from you. Please use your in-app QR code scanner to access our survey and let us know what you think of today's session. We would love to hear your feedback. Thank you so much again for your time and your continued partnership with FBA. We hope you have a wonderful time at the conference and happy selling on Amazon.